key signs. Damn, I ain't even start the video yet. I'm tripping. I'm gonna give you 3 key signs how to know you vibrating high right now. First, you begin to take a step back out of your body and begin to see things from an elevated perspective. That's like you think out of body, so to speak. Metaphorically, I'm basically talking about you peeling off of the mask of the ego and you residing more into your soul now. You feel me? Or you more so pulling back who you was made to be and being who you truly are. And that could range from a whole list of different things. But the main thing you'll start to notice is you won't take things as personally. Like, it won't, something that you might have took offense to before, it might not reach you the same. Like, certain stuff can't reach you. If they're not on your level, they have to rise to meet you, or you're not going to sink to meet them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's on some, if it don't apply, let it fly type shit. That's one key way to know right there. You start to just reside in your soul. Things don't become as personal, and you begin to think critically about everything. Like, and you analyzing people's behavior. You understand why they do what they do. You can't even get mad at them because you understand how this person operate, and you understand that they operate in their ego and less about in their soul. So they only in first person mode right now, and you in third person mode. That's first. Second way to know that you vibrating high is just when you begin to see how everything applies to you, right? Like, in terms of you begin to connect yourself and place yourself inside the rhythm of nature, right? Inside of that cycle. You begin to see how you fit into everything and your role in everything. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you begin to see, you just begin to feel connected to everything around you. You begin to feel connected to everything around you. Everything around you. You begin to feel more empathetic, more sympathetic to everyone and everything around you. Your energy is naturally expanded when you vibrating at a high frequency. The voltage of electricity that you conducting is always going to be mild. It's going to be higher, right? Because we're more at a frequency of the vibration, the more electricity is being conducted, right? This is science. This is science. So your aura, your aura, biofield, whatever you want to call it, is beginning to expand. So you begin to feel like connected to more stuff outside of your body then, as opposed to usually, because if you vibrating low, it will shrink, and it just won't be expanded as much as it was before. Point blank. Third way to know that you vibrating high is, and that's probably one of the easiest tell signs, and don't get me wrong, use discernment, because this could range from different things. Use discernment, but you start to see a lot of angel numbers. So you start to see, whether it be 555, 1010, they all mean different things. So you got to be decipher what they specifically, the message that your angels, spirit guides, universe, whatever you believe is contact you, message you. Feel me? That's your belief, it's not me to judge you. But whatever you believe that is, sending you messages through the codes of the angel numbers, you begin to see those a lot. Even though some of y'all may not know what it mean or know how to crack it or conduct what it mean, you can always look it up, things like that nature. And you just, only thing, I'm going to just get out of the key right now. The main thing you want to do is you want to keep in mind what you had on your head when you seen the angel numbers, right? Or where you at right now in your life. And then you want to apply that to when you go and search up the meaning, right? I use Willow. If I don't remember, I use Willow. And I personally, sometimes you'll be able to tell just off of the thoughts you had on your head, like, you'll be able to kind of decipher it. But you could use different sites. I use Willow personally, willow.soul, I think it is. And you'll be able to decipher how it's multiple meanings with each angel sign. So just the gist of it is multiple meanings. All you have to do is just scroll down, and then it will instantly resonate which meaning is applying to you. You will have to, use discernment and be in touch with your intuition to know what angels or guardian angels or universe, spirit guides, whatever you believe contacting you, you will have to use discernment and decipher what it is they're trying to tell you. You feel me? Or, what the energy is trying to tell you, basically. And that's 3 ways to know that you, if you vibrating high right now. Now, if you flip that, it's 3 ways to know that you vibrating low. I'm not even gonna use the angel numbers 1. You feel me? Because I'm gonna replace that with something else. But if you flip that, you'll begin to know how you vibrate low. For one, you more operate in your ego, so you more operating in the flesh. So you identifying with the body. That's first red flag. You start to, and I'm not saying like we don't all go through it. We all, nothing is fixed. Our vibration is bound to rise and bound to fall. It happens. So we try to maintain the level of vibration size because we under so much. It's so much bullshit out here. Like you can't. It's. I'm not gonna say it's impossible to protect your energy, but if the energy not in your favor, sometimes, it's just not your day, bro. Like you just not able to fend off. There's so many negativity around you, or the environment was just not made for you to thrive in altogether. So it's hard for you to just thrive in that environment, regardless of what you do. So the most you could do is kind of like shrink. You would shrink into your environment so you don't have to feel everything. Because like if you feel everything, then you're gonna feel agony because your environment is just cluttered with agony. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, those that get it. But another thing I meant to say. So yeah, that's one. Living in the flesh. You just everything is becoming personal. Yeah. You a slave to fleshly, earthly things. Whether that you will easily succumb to addictions or easily succumb to influence from low vibrational people that they probably got demons on their back that's talking in their ear and they say it to you and get y'all into something. You're just living in the flesh for real, living in first person mode, and that's I don't need to go any further on that. Living in first person mode, to put it blank. Number 2, you are operating at a more, I'm going to say, operating in a more selfish mindset. So you begin to, I'm not even going to say begin, but you just but naturally feel more closed off from the world. So you feel more, it's about me. Like you don't feel connected to everything, as opposed to if you was vibrating high, you would feel your connection to everything because your biofield would be expand based on an electromagnetic charge that you're generating based on your vibration, your frequency of vibration. And so when you're vibrating low, you won't feel as much connection to everything in your surroundings, everything around you, because your biofield will be strength and regenerating not the same electromagnetic voltage as it would be naturally. I'm only using science as a template so you could kind of picture it. If you go back to my video where I explain the electromagnetic grid or the electromagnetic grid or the biofield of the body, you'll be able to get a key description, based on your site, so you could model it after. Like you'll see what I'm talking about. The biofield, literally the energy that moves, that's around you, that you permeate throughout your being, that you generate with your charge. You will feel what I'm talking about. You'll feel more closed off because it won't be reaching as far as when you vibrate high. So that's another way to tell you. You'll feel less connected to everything. You'll feel more closed off. You won't feel as charged. You feel me? As plugged into an outlet. Imagine I plugged it into an outlet. Like if you know how the outlet, you got the outlet, then you got the plug. You won't feel connected into the outlet. Like you'll be just running on your own power, pretty much. You're not tapped in with source. You feel less connected to everything, and you can't generate power from the outlet. You literally have to generate power by yourself. Put it back. Wait till somebody motorcycle go by so I can continue speaking. Also, this is the most I talked with so much energy all day, so shit kind of hurting my neck. But for y'all, love y'all, I'm gonna do it for y'all regardless. Something told me to make this video, so it's a passion in the video that just can't be described with words. And so the third way to know that you vibrating low, I'm trying to think, what example should I use? There's so many of them. It's crazy the way the environment is set up. Third way to know that you vibrating low, I'm trying to think. I'm gonna say, I kind of said it in my last one, and my last example leading into like not being connected to source. But I'm gonna use a different one. Another way to tell that you vibrating low: intrusive thoughts. Right now, this is like a wide range. This is just one of the symptoms that I feel that get people, because everybody got them. Everybody, because of the way our environment set up, you can't really tell if it's coming from you or if somebody just placed it there, because we literally telepathy is real. We literally pick up thoughts out of the atmosphere through our biofield, pick up what somebody else is thinking, and we can literally think the same thing. And that's how you notice people talk at the same time, say the same words, same sentences, because they so telepathically connected through their biofield. They literally grab each other's thoughts out the air, and they form a synchronicity where they could. It's not like you read another person's mind, but in a sense, you read another person's mind because y'all both on the same wavelength. So through that connection, then you end up saying, you feel me? So I ain't even gonna do that. But I'm no truth of thoughts is a big tell sign. Like, it shows that pretty much your spiritual defenses are not up to a level to where it can't be penetrated by a small small negative influence, when that's where they basically overpower you in your own mind. So like you'll be thinking something along the line, and just like a train crash just come boom, knock your thought core, your little car that was driving that straight parallel line, it just came boom, knocked your shit out the way, and automatically intruded into your thoughts, overpowered you in your own mind, and it was able to place this thought synchronously in your mind to do this, or give you the impulse to do this. So you feel me what I'm saying? And that goes back to the example. It's all connected, feel me? So I go back to the example of living in earthly desires. Like, some people might have impulses where they be like, oh, I want to watch some porn. People that's addicted to porn. Or some people might have impulses where they say, oh, I need to smoke, I need to drink, I need that. Those type of impulses. But not knowing, like, not really deciphering where is it coming from. Like, is it truly me that's asking for this, or why am I asking for this? Am I asking for this to get that dopamine release because I just need something to hold me down, because I don't feel like I can handle the situation, or whatever it be, you feel me? If we're not able to decipher that and it just become an autopilot, that's another sign. Oh my God, I'm gonna just give y'all a bonus one. I'm gonna give y'all a bonus one, because that's the key one. Being on autopilot is really a main top 3, in my opinion, top 5, to tell that you are vibrating low. Cause and I'm not gonna say nothing that I ain't never did, nothing that I don't notice myself, cause I used to do this shit all the time. Being on autopilot is top 5 fucking easily decipherable signs that you vibrating low, or your vibration has dropped from where it was. Because being on autopilot is basically showing that you're not being present, and then it opens yourself up to be in the past or be in the future. Because you're not being present in the moment, your mind is liable to wander anywhere. And autopilot is basically you running on, you're not manually in your head right now, so you just wandered off, left your body, and you just on autopilot. But the whole time where you wandering off, where your mind just went, it's like you not here, so where did you go? That's the main question that I want to ask. For anybody that disagree, if you're not here, so where did you go just now? And you could say, oh, I spaced out, I did that, but that's a telltale sign that your vibration has dropped. I'm just not gonna lie to you, that's just the telltale truth of it. That's just the truth of it, though. And me speaking from me as a person who used to do the same thing, I used to be on autopilot because I wasn't able to appreciate the value of the present, and my mind always wandered everywhere. And that also opens you up to overthinking, anxiety, etc. Like I said, being in the present is gonna solve a lot of your problems, and it's gonna raise your vibration by a big margin just by being in the present. Take notes, y'all need to make sure you stay in the present. Make sure, please. Yeah, being on autopilot. That's just a bonus one I had to throw in there, just in case the other one wasn't, hitting enough. It didn't have that much of it. It didn't pack that not much of that punch. That's a strong sign that you're vibrating low, being on autopilot a lot, not really paying attention to what you're doing. You're just doing it, and it's almost like you living robotically, like a robotic life. It feels like you're not actually moving. You just like a robot. So that can give somebody a sense that they're not alive, in a sense, because in that moment you're technically not there. You're not 100% there. you're operating at 50%, and you're on low power mode, you're not really alive during that time. If you're not in the present to enjoy the moment, then we can't really say that you lived it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's basically, if you're in a coma, you still alive. But if you, let me put it like this: if you're in a coma, you still technically alive. So they say, you just comatose. So are you truly living? Can you wake up 3 years later and said you lived those 3 years? No, you didn't live those 3 years, because you wasn't near those 3 years. You feel what I'm saying? So it's here first. You gotta be here. But yeah, man, that's it for the vid, y'all. Just wanted to get that to y'all. I feel like I need to be said, just in case for anybody, that may be wondering, like, are they good right now, on needing that checkpoint. This is your checkpoint right here. This is your vid to know. It can serve as a template. And I'm not saying, like, I'm perfect. I just know when energy is in my favor, because I recently was vibrating low, but I started seeing the angel numbers. I was able to pick my energy back up, because I felt the energetic shift working in my favor, and I knew, like, yo, this is my time to utilize the energy in full swing, so I can capitalize off it and propel myself further in my spiritual journey. It happens all the time, bro. Sometimes we sink, we be at so much highs in life, and then we fall, and then it's like we start all the way at ground zero again. It's not really ground zero, though, because you got all the experience that you had when you was up there. So it's not like you starting at ground zero, but it's constantly like you don't know where your journey gonna take you. You just gotta keep walking the road. That's all it is, man. So for anybody need a template to know all directions in their spiritual journey, this is like a kind of thing where you could... Snoop! This dog always doing this. It's kind of like a template or a checkpoint for you, so consider this a rest stop, and you can continue on your journey. I just wanted to, be here, get this video to y'all, so I can have it as a reference and then use it. I may even come back to this video myself and see if I'm even suffering from the same symptoms that I'm speaking about. Because it be like that. I don't usually watch my own vid, but sometimes when I notice I'm really low in myself, I would click on my own vid and actually watch it and listen to it. And it actually would help me. It actually do benefit me, surprisingly, because I did that a couple times, but it helped me every time. It was never a time I clicked on my own vid where I'm like, damn, this nigga talking bullshit. But I really was listening, and it really helped me type shit. So, Snoop, come here. Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. She see another dog, she start tweaking. So, we gonna get up out of there. I love y'all. This video was way longer than it was supposed to be, but I had to go in depth. I don't want to leave no holes in my description. I want to give out a full thing. I'm never gonna gatekeep. I love y'all. Like so immaculate. I'm out. Peace.